7 Action News reporter Matthew Smith is learning how police and city workers are changing the playbook. He joins us now live. And Matt, what's the goal here?
Well, Keenan, plain and simple, it's going to be putting more manpower on the street. Police are going to add 40 police officers working in teams of 2 to go door to door and look in each and every abandoned home on Detroit's east side. When they're done, city workers, board-up teams come in, and they plan to board up each and every one of those homes by the end of July. Now, we know this has been a pet project of the mayor for quite some time, and he seemed enthusiastic that this could be something to curb these crimes, to curb crime in general, even using an analogy of reading letters recently from school children that were going to elementary schools in Detroit.
Most of them talked about how scared they felt living in an area that had these abandoned houses. We have to make eliminating blight from these neighborhoods critical priority.
That's Mayor Mike Duggan as he pitches a new accelerated push to board up homes on the east side of Detroit and eventually the entire city. Joining his police chief to update everyone on the search for a serial killer. This marking the 3rd day since Chief Craig made the initial announcement of a serial killer/rapist. To date, there are 3 scenes. The chief explained today that only one has officially been ruled a homicide, but knowing the similarities, he jumped early to drum up information from throughout the community. And while boarding up homes is thought to be a preventative measure, the chief made it clear they're bringing in 40 officers in teams of 2 to hit the streets starting today.
I believe as we harden the structure, harden the target, make our communities safer, crime will dissipate. I believe it. I believe it in my core. I've seen it in other situations on a much smaller scale, but I can tell you I've not seen anything of this magnitude. The kind of work that we're embarking on, I believe, is going to really make a profound difference.
Now, we did ask the question of police, do they expect to find more victims in this situation? They say they hope they don't, but they have the potential of doing that as they put officers in there. Of course, we will continue to track the latest. We have crews on the scene right now as they're boarding up the homes, as they're looking door to door. We'll cover it later today on 7 Action News. Keenan?